Hinga-dinga-durgan. Off to a good start. This whole spy ensemble doesn't look bad. It looks a little bulky, but I feel like that's just kind of a problem you have with a lot of like spy body cosmetics because they have to fit over his whole body. But honestly, I think that's pretty good. I like it. It's like default spy, but a bit, I don't know, higher poly, I suppose. I feel like you could do a lot with this. I like it. Propane painted. I kind of like it. I like the propane sticker. Honestly, like, as far as some kind of, like, region-locked sticker thing goes, I like that for the theme. Manco Select. Oh. It's Warpaint paint. Warpaint paint. Each instance rolls one of the 29 existing paint colors using state-of-the-art gradient magic. Okay. Yeah, so it is like Macaw Mask, but just like with the paints. That is a bold concept. That is interesting. That is going to fuck the prices. Because people are just going to be like, oh, hey, what paint is this one?
Devere donated $2. Fish ever saw the Velocipaster movie?
No, I have not seen nearly enough, like, terrible dinosaur movies. Despite the sheer amount of them that exist. I still need to see, like, Tammy and the T-Rex. And fucking, like, any movie where it's just, like, oh, franchise name with Jurassic in front of it. Like, the Jurassic games. Anything like that. I still gotta get around to that. Pretty basic black and silver, but like it does the job well. It looks good. I like it. Very clean. I always like these sort of paint-like textures that just look TF2-y. I dig this. Ooh, that looks so fucking clean on the revolver. God damn, that looks nice. Oh, I'm a fan. And they get the shotguns right. Holy fuck. Alright, this is good. Yeah, this is really good. I like this. Even on the high... Look at that scattergun. That's gotta be like a battle-scarred scattergun. That still looks pretty fucking nice. Hell yeah. I like that. I want to see that shit in the game. Yeah, that revolver is fucking clean. Like, I'd trade out my festive one for that. That's how nice it looks. Like, I've seen a lot of people try a sort of scale texture, like fish, right? And I think this war paint does a decent job at it. Honestly, we're doing really well so far. Like, this is not bad. Like, this has been probably the worst thing we've seen, and honestly, it's still, like, a cute enough concept that it's like, you know what, that's fine. Put on some tunes. Hey, you want to listen to some tunes? Wait, scat with the mat. What the fuck is with your face? Okay, we'll come back to those other war paints, but what the fuck is wrong with your face, dude? Yo, he's got a fucking chin. Wait, unusual effect, rotating rodent? Why is there a scout with a magic hat, then? He's just presenting the rodent? Oh, is this gonna play Freebird? Okay, good, it's MIDI Freebird. We can live with this. Oh my god. Wait, with the notepad? Oh, this is classic. Oh, you, like, if you guys are younger in the audience, you might not even know. People who can't afford microphones, so they're just like, oh, I'll just use notepad. The horse cursor, good. I'm pleased with this. This makes me happy. That's good. Like, no, it shouldn't be in the game. Like, that much is very clear, but that's funny. It's at least a funny bit. God, this is also really nice. And again, that revolver. Damn. I think people who are making really good war paints just really like the revolver. Oh, that shotgun. That's nice. I like this. That's another good one. God damn. Just give me like a nice metal-themed war paint case. Yeah, it's got the oxidization thing, but I really like that. Because, like, it gives... You know, it gives color contrast, but not so much that it's just, like, it clashes. And it fits on theme. It's really good. I like it a lot. This guy made a huge collection, and, like, I respect that, but... Like, I hate to imagine that it all goes to waste, because it's just, like, I don't think decorated weapons are making a comeback. Oh, plus a Mark II war paint. Okay. So at least there's something in here for, like, not just, oh, this is a decorated weapon. Not bad. This feels like so much better as a background texture for the war paint than it does look on the war paint itself. Like, this is too busy, I think. I want to like it because I think that the concept is kind of neat, but it's like the colors are not doing it for me. Like, the texture work is honestly not terrible. Like, I can tell, oh, that's supposed to be rice, that's supposed to be like salmon, that's supposed to be seaweed. It's just, like, put together, it doesn't do it for me. Which I think is a shame, because sushi can be, like, aesthetically pleasing food. Also, I love how so many, like, you'll see this all the time, a lot of these war paints on the workshop are haunted ghosts. Because I watched the same tutorial by, like, oh, hey, here's how you make a war paint. And he uses haunted ghosts as an example. This reminds me a lot of the one we got in the most recent Halloween war paint case. Hang on, what's that one called? Metallized Soul. It reminds me a lot of that one, except, like, even more highly detailed. I don't think it looks bad, actually. Like, the colors... Like, the color composition especially seems way better. The texture work is pretty nice. It's just, like, it's super busy. Like, on the scattergun here, yeah, no, I don't like that. On the sniper rifle and, like, the SMG here, I think it looked pretty good, especially sniper rifle. Like, it's definitely better than Metallized Soul. It's just, like, I still think that's way too busy. Yeah. Like, on most weapons, I feel like that's a no for me. Yeah, again, like, I've seen, like, lots of people make attempts at sort of fish-style war paints with the scale pattern like this. And I think that the one we saw earlier did it better. This is... The main color, I think, is what is making me say no here. For red, I think that looks a lot better, actually, which is weird, because usually with a fish war paint, I would think, oh, you know, obviously the blue one is going to be the better one. We have enough fucking Zoomer Scout cosmetics. We don't need another one. We don't need the drip. We don't need fucking Supreme Scout. I can't fault gun people for pedantry when I'm a paleontology enthusiast, okay? This one, ooh. I like this one. This is just like the better fast learner. Ladybug on head. Paintable, because why not? I actually kind of like that it's like a yellow ladybug on blue team. Like, that's cute. Because there are, like, yellow and orange ladybugs out there. My favorite kind of ladybugs are, like, the black ones with the red spots. Like, reverse ladybugs. Those are fun. I like those. Well, this is just the cosmetic we saw, like, at the very beginning of the stream. We already saw this. I think the other one was better. Not sure how I feel about the tie clip. I feel like I've seen this exact war paint before, but, like, you know, applicable as a war paint. However, I really like the vinyl records thing as, like, the sticky bomb. I guess that's the... What would that be? Would that be the magazine? I mean, like, this is obviously a nonsense weapon. But I think this looks really nice. The drum, I guess. That's what it would be. Drum magazine. Just to keep everybody happy. Rust. Yeah, like I feel like the last thing I want when I get like a new weapon is like, ah, yes, tetanus. Like I know it's rust, but is rust something I want to have and like look at? I don't know. That rust doesn't appeal to me much, to be honest. Oh, jeez, I freaking love rust. Tetanus. Okay, like the texture work here is seriously fantastic. Like this looks good. I just think that like maybe the colors could be tweaked a little bit. Because like a lot of it seems like too much of the same color. That is my like only problem with this. Like tweak that a little bit, you've got like 5 stars. Yeah, like the region lock texture placement, like that is insanely high quality. That is ridiculous. My only minor gripe is that it just looks like too much of the same color. God, like, yeah, that's so good. Like, he must have done that for every single weapon in the game. I cannot even fathom the amount of effort that must take. That is astounding. Yeah, I agree that some parts should be like a darker wood texture. If you just did that, if you just added like more of a tertiary, like darker one, oh, that's so good on the Dragon's Fury. Oh my god, even the gauge here, dude. Like that's an elite grade right there. That's an elite grade that like deserves to be an elite grade. Just I just have one tiny little gripe with it. Pizza. I cooked the pizza. Bada bing. I'm not against it. I just don't care for the style, I guess. Like, I'm sure there's another one where it's just, yeah, like, that just looks better to me. It does give me some Mad Cat vibes, not gonna lie. But, like, honestly, I think that the regular style is pretty good. I think the yellow on, like, the collar is just, like, not doing it for me. It's not bad, but I feel like it's a shirt that you'd either... I mean, you can't even paint that part. You have to paint, like, you only get to paint the little bandana on the neck. I feel like it is a part that makes you want to paint your other cosmetics, like orange or Australian gold or something to match with it. Engineer already has a lot of really good shirt cosmetics. It's hard to, like... It's hard to create competition for that, you know? Yeah, it looks like it's already been painted, like one of the cream colors. Not my thing. Oh, hey, the what made this one? This one's really good. Like, yeah, the leather steering wheel color here and just, like, the orientation locked little venting things here. You got the checkered flag here on the Medigun as, like, a... I don't even know if that's tertiary. That's like a 4th texture. And you got the tires here for, like, anything rounded, it looks like. Anything that, like, looks like it should have some kind of grip on it. I really like it. Like, the what fucking knocked it out of the park with this one. Oh, man, the weebs are gonna love this one. I know it's a Star Wars reference, but the weebs are going to love this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Uh, I mean, the spies are going to love it. Let's be fucking perfectly clear about that. The spies are gonna love this one. It's not a bad texture. Like, the texture work isn't bad, it just looks noisy. I think that's my problem with it. On the skull cutter, honestly, that looks fucking really good, though. Like, honestly, I feel like this sort of Damascus-looking texture, that should be the main one. This should be the secondary one. Like, use the design philosophy you have going with the skull cutter here, and, like, you're pretty good. Just swap those two around and keep the skull cutter the same, because that looks really good, actually. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. And he just gets a stare stab. Okay, see, like, I ended up talking about something that looked like it was supposed to be drawn on by the Merc or whatever, right? In, I think, the last workshop review. And this is, like, an example of that done way better. This looks like it was drawn on the weapon and not just, like, oh, drawn on the texture in paint. There's a way better example of that. So, like, it still ends up looking a bit crude and not, like... Oh, obviously not super well done, artistically speaking, but that's kind of the point. It's like... It is, like, graffiti that a soldier would draw on their weapons in, like, Vietnam or something. There's so many unusual effects, I think, that only really work well for, like, a certain class. And in the worst cases, a certain cosmetic, and this, I feel, is one of those. Like, everyone's probably gonna, like, be creaming themselves, or, oh my god, Breaking Bad reference, right? Because, you know, Breaking Bad is just the meme show now. But it's like, if you don't get it on a Danger or on an engineer hat, then... Fuck, dude. It feels like it just kind of be... Like... It's not gonna be terrible or anything. It's just gonna be really hard to justify. You're doing good, lad. They got some good, like, uses for this one. Fuck, dude. They made it look good with the shaman mask. Oh. Trying to go for a sort of, like, arcade carpet sort of vibe here. And, like, of the war paints that I've seen that try to do that, it's one of the better ones, but it's still not great to me. And it looks pretty busy on, like, I don't know, maybe it just got... Maybe the red ones are just, like, showing off ones where it's distributed particularly well. On some other weapons, it looks way busier, and that just makes it look a lot worse. I think that in terms of colors and... Honestly, even the patterns, this has a lot of potential. I just think it needs some workshopping. But yeah, now that it's been clarified as a holiday-sized update, it feels like this just... it fits a lot better. It's very passive-aggressive, so it's probably not going to make it into the game. But it's still really funny. Yeah, this is not really doing it for me. Like obviously, this is super fucking edgy. Like, Edgelord Supreme over here. You can't just put some Pyrovision goggles on that and be like, oh yeah, this is goofy. No. The Angry Angus. This looks like a toy gun. Like, swap the colors around. You got yourself a Nerf gun here. That's kind of cute. I don't mind that. It's like the little angels and devils on Kronk's shoulders. He's got half of the booba look. I mean, when I see a lady with one really big boobie. That's cute. Obviously, arcade cabinets are a bit too early. But Engineer is certainly gaming. And besides, we already got, like, Game Boys and an arcade cabinet Halloween cosmetic. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I do kind of wish that, like, instead of the arcade cabinet being constructed out of thin air, like, the engineer would actually build it up himself. It's Bane. Yes, I'm the Bane Code. The city is yours. Ah, Batman. Model fixes. Oh my god. The Scout's pants. Sniper and medic glasses body group. Please. Please, God. Minor texture touch-ups. Get the soldier's crotch fixed immediately. As far as engineer shirt cosmetics go, not a bad one. Pretty good. I like the sort of pinstripes. And the little neckerchief. The market is oversaturated, absolutely, but honestly, it's not a bad one. Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Soldier's hair cosmetic. I don't know why Soldier would have a kilt. That's weird to me. I feel like you just wanted to put soldier in a skirt. I am an American man in a dress. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Big brain. I'll be honest. I hate the hair texture. Everything else about this is like, it could almost work. Like, I feel like if it is a reference, then it needs to work both as a reference and as a standalone cosmetic. That's how I feel about references usually. Like this, obviously Red Dead Redemption, but it works as standalone. That's why I think this works as, like, you know, a good reference. Oh. I'll be real, I was not expecting that to be an engineer primary. Oh, because it's like the fucking the Half-Life crossbow. Not what I was and festivized? Wow. It impresses me so much how people will go like out of their way to make these weapon models and have things like festivizers or Australiums on them, and it's just like, it makes me feel so bad because it's probably just never gonna make it into the game. Okay, I've already seen these. The Razor Front style sharp. I hate it. Don't like it. Don't like looking at it. Bad. No. Don't like. No. Ooh. We got a new metal war paint. And when I say that, I don't mean new metal like Linkin Park or something. This is pretty good. Like, for team colored metal, I think. It does a decent job. War paintable dragons. Please. Oh, look how good alien tech looks. Uranium. Mosaic. Kill covered. Why? Why do you hate us? I'm gonna look at Neo Tokyo. It's so oh, I'm gonna fucking poop myself. I hate it. Why? Just let us war paint it. I want to see like Sunriser. If I saw Sunriser, I would probably just like end it all. Oh no. Washbuckle. Ironwood and Night Owl Mark II American. Yeah, from mid 2022. So we don't get to see like Sunriser and Sacred Slayer. Corvid covered. Brock. Ooh, good. I like the feather texture. Like, I like how it sort of points this way, so it almost looks like scaled metal or leather or something. That looks nice. Oh, I see a little bit of green there. You used a green screen. You can't fool me because I've fallen for that same thing multiple times. Kind of dark in game though. Yeah, I'm noticing that, especially in the shadows. Like, I get it. It's like a crow-themed war paint. You can't really do much about that. Crows are a bit dark. But honestly, like, I think it's pretty good still. Guys, nothing happened in Waco, Texas. This message brought to you by the Administration of Tobacco and Firearms. I feel like if a war paint looks good just at a glance, and not like, oh, if I look closely at this and this and this, then I could see, like, all the neat little details. Like, it's not that war paints can't have good details on them, right? It's like, I don't know what a good example of that would be. Like, it should look good at a glance. And if you want to have details, then those should be like little things that you end up noticing, right? I'm biased on this one because I really like Avatar, but honestly, like, yeah, like, look at all these fucking cosmetics this actually still works for. I think this is another well-made reference, but I think it might be leaning a little bit too hard on the reference. That being said, it's a good reference, and I really like it. So, like, by default, it's just, hey, try again, idiot. But if you decal it, then you can put whatever the fuck you want on it. I feel like that's a bit... yeah, like...
Couldn't you see the bloody bumps?
Like getting stream sniped and then getting hit with a big old, like... I don't know, furry penis. Like, I think it's a fun concept. It's just like, maybe personally as a streamer, I'm a bit concerned. Purple is always such a dangerous color to play with in Warpaints, I think. Like, the red version, I think, looks really fucking good. Like, that is really nice. But the purple one, it's not... I don't think it's as good as the red. That's my main thing. I don't think it's bad. I think that they keep the purple understated enough that they're obviously still trying to go with this royal theme that, you know, I think it does well. Like, the texture work is really good. It's like, I'm so... Maybe it's just like I'm so used to seeing, like, really tacky, gaudy purple war paints, and I'm just, like, seeing it at all is just, like, it's triggering my fight or flight. Like, that is a... Like, that's a small detail on, like, a weapon that looks good just from the outset. That's pretty much exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like, you take a glance at it, it's like, oh, that's really nice. Then you look closer and you see those little gold trimmings around the barrel of the revolver. It's like, oh, dude, that's really nice. Monochrome camo. So basically just Night Owl Mark II, but again, more or less. Without the yellow accents that I honestly think make Night Owl Mark II look a lot better. Like, it's not bad. It's just, like, I feel like we already have war paints like this. Or rather, a war paint. But I suppose if this became, like, Merc Grade or something, then it's like, oh, hey, it's Night Owl Mark II for people who can't afford to, like, trade up for a strange Night Owl Mark II. Oh, wait, isn't that that's the Team Fortress Classic engineer? It took me a while, because, like, with this one, or with this, like, first image, I was just thinking, like, oh, hey, what, like, thing is this referencing? Because this looks like a screenshot from a movie or something that is being recreated in SFM. But like looking at it just head on, it's like, oh yeah, Team Fortress Classic engineer. Again, we've already got this. You know what? I think this would look really good in the game. Controversial opinion, I know. It's a set that I think only really works well with itself. It looks like pajamas almost. Like, you either have to add both of these or neither of them, I think. Oh, that's for Soldier? I would have thought, like, oh, hey, cool, another Sniper SMG. No. Bison. Like, I know, I see what it's going for. It's just, like, it's an odd-looking little thing. And that's how you reload it. Oh my god, it is a sticky bomb launcher with bullets in it. Ah yes, the box trot for Sniper.
Let's have a go at it.
I feel like...
do this all day.
Unironically, I feel like this would actually cause balance issues. Like, for Spy, it's not that big of a deal, I think, because... You know, Spy already has the ability to go totally fucking invisible. With Sniper, like, no. I feel like if you're, like, you need to be on the lookout for Sniper and not a bush. Yeah, and the bush is, like, way less obvious in the box. This looks like it could just be an actual prop on a lot of maps. Being forced to play prop hunt to, like, know when a sniper is there, that's not fun. Okay, so he moves around a bit.
That's how we do it in the bush.
Well, you can't have a better fucking voice line for that. Look at this. That thing's green. Green. Marge, I'd like to be alone with the burrito now. Are you going to eat it? Yes. Space camo. Dark war paint on dark background does not make your war paint stand out anymore, my dude. That being said, not terrible. Again, like a bit monochromatic. I feel like so many war paints end up doing this. It's just like primary texture is one color and the secondary texture is just like a barely different version of that first color. And I enjoy a bit more contrast in that. Like the team color they used here is really good, I think. Like this is a nice sort of team colored metal. Like the textures are really good. The patterns are good. I just think that it's about the colors, man. It's the colors, man. Red team this, blue team that. I just want to grill, for God's sake. Autism be damned. That NG can grill. Oh, it's a giant nail gun? Okay. That's interesting. That is a super thin barrel. It's like Hank Hill's narrow urethra. Dude. We got the... Hang on. Okay. It's the same guy who made this one. He just wants to grill, for God's sake. Autism be damned.
Howdy. Let's do this Texas style.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, they're bros now. Fuck the false dichotomy. We should all just grill together. Oh, and see, like, look! Exactly what I was talking about with the arcade one. Fuck yeah. Like, once I saw that, it was like, oh, he actually uses his fucking toolbox to build it. I was sold. Absolutely sold. Let me grill. Oh, and it functions with the clapper. Oh my god. If it's got clapper functionality. Yeah! Just let him grill, for God's sake. Oh, fantastic. Excellent work. Honestly, not bad. Like, see, this is all you have to do to, like, tweak a color if it's a bit more monochromatic. Just like, oh, this is a gray. Then I darken this gray, and it's more of a black now. Way better. Way better than the last space one we saw, I think. There's this. The cooler Damascus and Mahogany. It even, like, fixes, like, the main problem that I have with Damascus and Mahogany, which is it gives it a secondary wood texture that's just, like, it breaks it up a little bit more. And... yeah, that's really fucking nice. Like, if there were a tertiary texture to break this up a bit more, I think it would look a lot nicer. That is my main issue with this war paint. Like, I know everybody loves this one. This is like some people's top war paint of all time. I think if it had a tertiary texture, it would look better. Like, I also don't think that the Damascus and Mahogany looks great on, like, every single war paint. Like, this Bizarre Bargain, this looks really fucking nice. It's not bad. I just feel like it could be a tiny bit better. Like, the addition of one more texture here, I think, could do so much. RT is, like, Irish, I think. Yeah, everyone always says I sound like an American RT game. I don't fucking hear it. Like, the fish is the same color as the inside of the wrapping. Like, that should really be different, shouldn't it? And, like, for a war paint that so many people just cream themselves over, I really think that, like, it could be just a little bit better. With the addition of one very simple little thing. Jag looks pretty good, though. Knife also looks really good. Like, on the weapons it looks good on, it looks fucking good. But on the ones where it's like, I think it could use a little bit more, then that's where I'm just really wishing it had, like, another texture. Pistol looks good. Pistol looks, like, really, really good. I think the smaller weapons generally tend to look better, to be honest. Like, the knife looks good, the pistol looks good, Jag good. The Bizarre Bargain was also really good, and so was the Brass Beast, so maybe those kind of break up the pattern a little bit. Like, imagine if the wire here, and maybe this, like, this bottom tube here, those were a different color, like a sort of light wood, or just something to help break it up. Like, does anyone care? Does any... I'm realizing how, like, heated I've gotten over this. Does anyone actually fucking care? Guys, I realize why I have a problem with Damascus and Mahogany. It commits the shotgun sin. This guy's a psycho. I never claimed any different. I never claimed any different. Listen, I'm very, very picky about these things. That wrench looks good, though. That is a nice-ass wrench. I apologize for nothing.